This has been a long day. And you'd think on a long day I would think this is not the day to be doing a Tedium Unlimited, but I feel like I'm going to forget stuff if I don't. So let's put it down. I don't have any footage to go with it, so it's going to be boring. I've got, I guess you'd call them contractors in. They're business partners, whatever you want to call it, at work. And we have system analysis meetings, requirements phase gathering kind of stuff for the next, well, for 3 more days. So today and 3 more days. And so not only am I going into work late because they don't come in when I do, but I'm staying late because they're staying late. And you're just sitting in meetings looking at PowerPoint presentations and spreadsheets and whiteboards. It's taxing. It's surprisingly tiring. You just get to the end of it and you want to pour yourself into a sofa or a dog dish or something. But today was a curriculum night at Chuan's school, so she couldn't bring James home and she couldn't keep him at school. So, well, she did bring him home. She dropped him off at home. So this is the first time he's ever been at home on his own at age 10 for a little while. And then I got confused and thought I needed to pick Michelle up, and I got out a little bit early. I mean, I expected to be after 5. I got out a little bit before 5, and so I headed straight to Michelle's school, which is, you know, across town. You know, come home and then keep going, because the school is the opposite direction. And when I got there, I realized they were having an event at the school, and Michelle, being an 8th grader and in the National Junior Honor Society, was doing babysitting for the parents who were there for whatever. So I couldn't pick her up till 7. So I got to school, and then I had to leave school, and then I got notification of something that I had to go pick up, and that was back the other way across the thing. So I swung by and checked in on James and picked something up that I had to take with me. And then I headed over there to conduct this transaction. And then by then it was pretty much time that I had to come back and then go back over to Michelle's school and pick her up and come back. And by the time we got home, Chuan was home. She was exhausted. The pork that we'd had in the slow cooker all day had kind of burnt. It'd run out of fluid. So dinner was a wash. It's just an exhausting day, and I have a feeling that the rest of the week's going to be kind of like this, so I just wanted to say. So, a couple of things. The first is, I told you I was annoyed about that copyright claim, and the library got that resolved for me, at least for the bicycle, the grid bicycle review. So that is now available. Well, it was available before, but now if you watch it, it contributes towards you know, my Google revenue and not their Google revenue, which they weren't entitled to because they'd licensed it to me, which is a little bit stinky. I've got a few more videos that need to be disputed, and I haven't heard back on those yet, but I have submitted it, and hopefully we'll get the rest of it taken care of. Every time I've started to do this vlog and I start speaking, I keep hearing a noise from over there that sounds like something on the chain link fence. So I just went over there with the camera and the light on to see if I could see anything. I doubt very much it's somebody in the yard, but it could be a cat, or it could be somebody in the yard, but I didn't find anything. So, well, nonetheless. Anyway, now I got those guys going. I had them quiet before, now they're noisy. Go figure. That's how this game is played. Let's try that again over here, shall we? those dogs just kept barking and barking and getting worse and worse, so there wasn't much point in me trying that. So we'll try it out here. And the only reason I'm doing this out here instead of inside the house is because, well, you know, it's just, I'm trying to break it up. You know, trying to change it around a little bit. Anyhow, what I was going to tell you about tonight was that I had tweeted my video review of the Phoenix Grid bike, or the Sobi bike, depends on what you want to call it. Just for definition, Social Bicycles, or Sobi, appears to be the company that makes these. Phoenix Grid appears to be some sort of partnership-y thing that uses the Sobi bikes with Phoenix, and then there's Phoenix. So anyway, I tweeted it out, and I mentioned Sobi and Phoenix Grid, frankly in a hope to get a little traction on the video. I had noticed that the other videos online about this service have been poorly viewed, and that could either mean incompetence in spreading the word, or it could be that nobody's interested in it. It could be either one. So I'm betting on incompetence in spreading the word, and was hoping to do a little better. So I tweeted out my review, and I copied those guys on it. And I did get a response from both of them. So Sobi responded and said, thanks for the review. You're welcome. And you don't really need the app to, so that's a correction. You don't need the app to rent the bike. Now, that's sort of true. I guess you don't have to have the app when you go out to the bike. You can, if you already have an account, you can just go up to any unreserved bike and key in your account number and your PIN and ride off with it. Now, I couldn't prove that to be true because none of the bikes that were not the one I had reserved could find the network, and therefore they were just in searching for network mode when I tried to use them. So that's, you know, 6 one half dozen the other, but the fact is you still have to have a computer and you have to set up an account in advance of you ever using the bikes, which, you know, could be a problem for some people. And then Phoenix Grid also responded and said kind of the same thing. You don't need the app, you can do it on a computer. And by the way, we're looking at those grips and trying to find a replacement, which is good. It means two things. It means, one, it's a problem that they've spotted and they're working on. I like that. And two, it means they watched the video, which is good. They didn't just file it in the Bitbucket. And it's true with the other one as well. Sobi obviously watched the video, so I appreciate that they did that. Neither of them retweeted it, or in their replies to me did they make it so that other people could see it. So I'm opting on that incompetent at spreading word on social media. I think that's got to be what it is. Either that or they just gave me a big F you. One of the two. Not sure which.